Tucked inside my purse was my key fob that he didn't know about. The first opportunity that I had, I grabbed my key fob and I tucked it away where he couldn't see it.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. This is Sue with ADT. Is everything okay? We're getting a panic alarm from a key fob remote.
Yes, everything's okay.
It is okay. All right, I'm glad to hear that. So may I just have your name, please?
Melissa?
Okay, and your password, please, Ms. Robertson? Do you know what your password is? It's a 4-letter word.
Right now, new information about the moments leading up to a statewide search for a Spokane Valley little boy taken by his father.
Breaking news now. It started at a home in Spokane Valley early this morning. Deputies showed up to find a woman screaming and bleeding from stab wounds.
Justin and I each had children from before. We came together as a blended family. It was great. He was so fantastic with everybody. Loving, caring, kind. He'd actually struggled with depression for about 3 years, but he didn't tell anyone. January of 2018, he became suicidal. By the fall, he was becoming slightly volatile. After getting the second protection order and filing for divorce, in an effort to keep myself and the children safe, I had called and asked about getting an ADT security system. Monday, April 23rd, I awoke at 2:30 in the morning. He had one of my wrists tied with the cell phone charging cable and was attempting to tie my other wrist. So I began struggling with him. I threw the window open and I started screaming out the window. Justin pulled me back from the window and pushed me onto the bed, and he began to choke me. Eventually, he did let me leave the bedroom. At that point, I was no longer tied. I took the first opportunity that I had when Justin had walked away to grab the ADT key fob out of my purse and tuck it where he couldn't see it. So as soon as I pressed the buttons on the key fob to set off the panic alarm, Justin came running back towards the bedroom door. He was yelling at me. He didn't understand how I had been able to set the alarm off. Then my phone began to ring. He had my phone in his pocket, so he did answer the call. The dispatcher, though, did ask him for the passcode, which he did not have, and I refused to give to him. So he hung up the call with the dispatcher, threw my phone, and grabbed the knife and began stabbing me.
I was about 3 blocks away and responded here. When I showed up, I didn't hear anything, didn't see any signs of forced entry. Rang the doorbell, then I heard a female's voice calling for help. Went in through the back. Approaching her, I was talking to her and asking her if anybody else was in the house. She said that her husband had stabbed her and taken their 5-year-old son, and nobody else was there. I approached her, saw a mass quantity of blood. She's laying in the hallway floor, and then our dispatch notifies fire and the ambulance. The U.S. Marshals ended up finding his vehicle at his dad's house, and Spokane County SWAT team ended up going down, and they negotiated with him, and he ended up taking his own life during the SWAT standoff down there.
I have not had a chance to meet the dispatcher. I'm eternally thankful and grateful for her doing her job and for making that call, because it did save me.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. On behalf of our customer, Missy Robertson, I welcome you. Today we're going to recognize some of my colleagues, and one of those individuals received the signal from Missy from her panic alarm. She's an ADT dispatcher, Sue Feminarat. Sue flew 2,000 miles to meet Missy for the first time.
It was emotional. I was very happy to meet her. You know, she's very strong and a brave person, and I'm proud and honored to work for ADT, for a company that, you know, has a big impact on people's lives.
And it doesn't always come out this way. Unfortunately, every day we have events that end in tragedy. Very rewarding to see it come out like this in the end. It's starting to bring tears to my eyes. It's good. It's good.